So good morning everyone. This video we are going to discuss about block diagram problems. So first we are going to remember about what are all the steps we have to remember while reduce the block diagrams, reduction in block diagrams. Okay, the first step we are going to reduce the cascade blocks or series block. Then second step we are going to reduce the parallel blocks, which are all the blocks it will be arranged in the parallel manner, that we are going to reduce it. And the third one, we are going to reduce the internal feedback loops. And third fourth step, we're going to adjust our shift takeoff point towards right side, summing points towards left side. Suppose the summing points are arranged in the right side of the right of the block, we move on to the left of the block. And takeoff point, uh, it will be arranged in the right side, it will be move on it arranged in the left side, move on to the right side. So these steps we are going to do. Then next step, again the what are the steps we have done, it is not reduced, so again we have to do the same steps again 1 to 4 until into the single block. Okay, then comes into the next thing. mm, Find the transfer function C of S by R of S. So based upon these rules we are going to solve some problems. So already the previous slides, in the cascade manner means what to do, we are going to multiply the blocks. And in the parallel manner means we are going to add. Feedback manner means we have to apply this formula, that is G of S by 1 plus G of S into H of S. So plus or minus G of S into H of S, these formulas and all you have to apply and reduce those things. First we are going to discuss about the simple problem. Okay, so if you see in this one, the block diagrams, use the block diagram and find the transfer function. Okay, so here you can check over here, there are two blocks they are given, g1 g2 and three blocks h1. Summing points they are provided positive sign, negative sign, and another summing point they are provided over here, plus positive and positive signs. Then output is the C of S. Okay, so these are all the things they given. First thing what we are going to check over in this uh, block diagram, g1 g2. Okay, so here you can see signal from left to right. Even g1 the signal from left to right, so it will move on to the C of S. G of 2 you can check, that is also the signal will be from here to here, it will be moves, so that these blocks will be arranged in the parallel manner. Okay, so the blocks will be arranged in the parallel manner means what we have to do, then the first step it should be add. Okay, so we can add, reduce the blocking, we have to add these two blocks. Okay, so while adding the first step, it will become g1 plus g2. But you can check with this h1 loop, this loop is connected from right to left, so that whichever loop it comes from right to left or output to input, that will be the feedback loop. Okay, so that this one and this will be arranged in the feedback loop manner. So this equation it will become, what is the formula for feedback loop? So that is the g of s divided by 1 plus or minus g of s into h of s. Here g of s is the g1 plus g2, so that g1 plus g2 divided by 1 minus g1 plus g2 into h1. Okay, so here why we are going to take the minus, because the symbol they are providing here as a positive sign. Okay, so the mistake they given, here the positive sign they are given, so that it will become 1 minus minus of g1 plus g2 into h1. So the transfer function, what is the transfer function? C of s by r of s is equal to g1 plus g2 divided by 1 minus g1 plus g2 into h1. So we could not stop over with that. Okay, finally we have to write down separately, transfer function is equal to C of s by R of s is equal to what is there in the block, that we have to write over there. So this is the first problem. Then comes into the second one. So you can check over here, in this R of s they are given, then G1 G2 same like, and H1 they will be providing. What is the difference means, so here in between the summing point and the G1 the takeoff point is coming over there. Once this takeoff point, it will move after the this summing point. Okay, then only you can able to solve, or otherwise you can move in front of the G1 block. Okay, then first step we are going to move the summing point in front of the this G1 block. Okay, if I move on to after the summing point is not necessary, move on to in front of the block. So if you're moving on into the block, whatever the G1 is coming as per rules, it is going to multiply over here, then it will becomes over here. Okay, then this should be, it look like a forward path. Okay, so that it will become G1 plus G2. So once if you moved on this manner, even you could not able to solve. So then what to do, again we move on to the takeoff point towards to the right side. We move on to the towards to the right side, what happens, the 1 by G1 plus G2 should be added over there. Okay, so then G1 H1, so these two things it will be in the series manner. So these two things we are going to multiply, so this will become G1 H1 by G1 plus G2. So the combining the block, so after applying the so this G1 plus G2 divided by G1 H1 by G1 plus G2, this will be look like a feedback loop. So you can apply into that feedback loop formula. It will become G1 plus G2 divided by 1 minus G1 H1 divided by G1 plus G2. So G1 plus G2 into G1 plus G2. So that is this one. So these two things it will be cancelled. The equation it will become G1 plus G2 divided by 1 minus G1 H1. So into C of S. Finally, we are going to write transfer function C of S into R of S is equal to G1 plus G2 by 1 minus G1 H1. So in this step, this will be the G of S. Which one? This is the G of S. This whole reduction and block diagram, it will be the H of S. That means G1 H1 by G1 plus G2 is the H of S. So substituting, G of S is the G1 plus G2 divided by 1 minus G of S. G of S is the G1 plus G2 and H of S is the G1 H1 by G1 plus G2. Okay, so G1 plus G2 get cancelled. Finally, you can get this formula. Okay, so like this way we are going to solve this which one, the block diagrams. So finally the thing is, after finding the single block, then you are going to write the transfer function is equal to C of S by R of S is equal to G1 plus G2 divided by 1 minus G1 H1. Like this we should have to write, then only you can get full marks. Okay, so this is about the block diagram problems. Some more problems we will go on discuss on the coming PPT. Okay, thank you.